All right, we are live. Let me just tell the people we are live around the world. All those people that tune in to 1 Nil Cards HQ, the numbers grow. There is a growing number of supporters for 1 Nil Cards. Let me assure you. Let's have a look. How many people are watching? None just yet, plus myself. None just yet, plus myself. I am still sick, but amazingly, I feel better. I continue on the medication to be 100%. That is the target. But the target tomorrow is to bust some mojo. The target tonight is to get everybody good teams. That's not exactly going to happen, but I'll try my best because there's only so many good teams. But it doesn't mean if you got a bad team that you're not going to do well, because even a bad team can get you a 1-of-1. A bad team can get you a patch, auto, RPA, something like that. So now we just wait. We sit here and wait for the followers and the people, participants. Let me just have a look at one thing. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. One thing. Tonight is the team random, people. There is no busting tonight. There is the team random and the 24-hour trade zone. That is what's happening here at 1 Nil Cards. As always, I'm your host, Mr. Waldo. And you are watching me live out of the studios of 1 Nil Cards HQ here live in Singapore. Let me just check that I did post live. I did post live. Let me just check how many people are watching YouTube now. There is... How many people watching? Hey, Timothy. How are you, mate? For some reason... Oh, there I can see. It's just me and you, Timothy. I don't know if you... Do you prefer being called Timothy or Tim? Tim? I don't know. I see your name, Timothy, so I assume Timothy, but I don't want to be disrespectful. And any chance of Lakers again? Well, there is a strong possibility, a 1 in 30 chance, my friend. 1 in 30. I think you got one spot, so 1 in 30 chance that you will get Lakers. Tim is good. Good. Finally. Now I know I can just call you Tim. Timothy is a long name. You can call me whatever you like. You can call me 1 Nil Cards. We have 4 people watching. Very good to see. Say hello in the YouTube box if you are watching. Make that 5. Again, tonight is just the team random, people. The team random and the 24-hour trade zone. There are a few new people in our break this week. Well, this break, not this week, because we have breaks, lots of breaks every week. So just for the new people, we randomized the teams 4 times. The lucky spots that you picked, they remain. Once we randomize the teams, we place them onto the spreadsheet that you can see on YouTube. And that is the team that you get. G'day, Glenn. That is the team that you get for the entire break, including the plus surprises section. And then we set up a 24-hour trade zone on my 1 Nil Cards FB page. The reason it goes for 24 hours... is because we go worldwide here, and also for the international participants to be able to participate in either trading a team that they have or selling off a team, maybe bartering 2 teams for 1, depending how many teams you got. So that is the reason for it. Now, just remember, you have to have both people confirm the trade or the sell-off. So if you have one team, you need to have both participants agree to it, and it has to be made public on the Facebook page or on Messenger. So just remember that. So we have 4 people watching. Again, this is just a team random. 24-hour trade zone will go straight up after this. So I think it's time to do this and talk about the spots that people had, just to remind people that it is copied exactly of the spots you picked. So this is for the select 16, 17 full case 12 boxes. In spot 1, we have Mr. Carl D. In spot 2, Phil. In spot 3, Tim. Mark in spot 4. Mr. Tim in spot 6. Zaya in spot 6. Sorry, hang on. Let me get that again. Tim in spot 5. Zaya in spot 6. Tim Y. That's a different Tim. Tim Y in spot 7, Purite in spot 8, Jeremiah in spot 9, Tim Y in spot 10, Mr. BJ in spot 11, Lakers Nation in spot 12, Mr. Fozzie in spot 13, Hanjo in spot 14, Disco in spot 15, Mr. Burcheese with 5 S's in spot 16, Mr. Burcheese with 5 S's because that's what he wanted in spot 17. Mr. Dylan in spot 18, 19, 20, 21. Mr. Trent B in spot 22. Disco again in spot 23. Lee in spot 24. Mark P. I don't put the full names, but Mark P. I know who you are, and you know who I am in spot 25. Robert T in spot 26, Matt B in spot 27, Mr. Mark P, lots of last letters, spot 28, and spot 29, Jeremiah L, and last to round it up, Mr. Sandy. Mr. Sandy. So we have 7 people. We are good to go, people. We are good to go. Now, before we move on, you would have noticed that we have another break listed, totally certified. I'm not sure we can pull another LeBron 1 of 1, but I'm sure we can put some pull some mojo from the totally certified case. It is advertised now. There was, I think, 13 spots left. We hope to bust it on Saturday, Team Randoms on Friday. So keep your eyes peeled. If you haven't jumped into that break, hint, hint, it's up and it will fill quickly. I haven't even tagged anyone just yet because I was too busy, but I'll be tagging people and it will fill up quickly. So get on over there if you haven't got a spot just yet. It is fairly cheap. It is very cheap. The next breaks coming up after that will be very, very interesting also. So keep your eyes peeled. But anyway, enough of that. It is time to go to the teams list. This one that I prepared earlier, and every team random break, team random video, should I say, not team random break. So in spot number 1 is San Antonio Spurs, in spot number 2 is Hornets, and in spot 29 is Lakers, spot 30 Cavaliers. All right, pretty simple. I say it every single time I do the same. Just need to remember 1, 2, 29, and 30. Because that's how I will copy it into the randomization machine. Again, my apologies for being sick. Don't worry, you cannot catch it over just watching me or listening. So you guys are safe over there, but I am getting better, as you can probably hear. So anyway, let's copy the teams over. Let's copy the teams over, then go to the magic machine. Who is going to pull the rabbit out of the hat and pull the big teams? Now we're going to see, we're really going to test the magic here at 1-0 cards. All right, so we're going to paste this. So remember, San Antonio Spurs, number 1. Hornets, number 2. 29 is Lakers, and 30 is Cavaliers, if I remember correctly. That is correct, and I'll show you later on anyway. So we paste it. We have Spurs on the top, Hornets number 2, and then Lakers 29, Cavaliers 30. So it is exactly as I said. I'll just show you again just for the sake of it. So Spurs number 1, Hornets number 2, Lakers 29, Cavaliers 30. So yes, it pasted correctly. It pasted correctly. Welcome to everyone that's watching the show now. All right, guys, it is now time to click the button, the famous button, which I will do on this screen so that everyone can actually watch what I'm doing rather than just listening. So we are going to go 4 times, people, and good luck on the 4th time. This is number 1. Good luck, everyone, and thank you very much for filling this break again. 1-0 cards, loves you guys, and I love busting mojo for you guys. Keep filling the breaks. The more mojo comes out, guys. There is another break listed. Check it out. More breaks coming too. Anyway, enough of that. This is number 1. All right, Clippers at the top. Hornets at the bottom. 6th of September. 11:25. It's definitely not 11:25 here. It is 7:25 p.m. here, but here on this screen it is 11:25 somewhere in the world of UTC. That was number 1. This is number 2. Kings at the top, Utah Jazz at the bottom. 6th of September, 11:25 still somewhere in UTC land. You can see it was the second time that I pressed the magical button. This is number 3. Number 3, Heat on the top, Utah Jazz on the bottom. 6th of September still 11:25 somewhere in UTC land. This is the third time I pressed the magical button. It will now click over soon to 11:26. You will see that. This is the 4th and final time, guys. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck. I try and get people the best of teams. I can't please everybody. But here we go, guys. This is the 4th and final time. Good luck. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Even if you're just watching just to see me or hear me improving in my health, which is slowly happening. This is the 4th and final time. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Portland Trail Blazers number 1. Denver Nuggets number 30. Let's copy this over. Let's copy. All right, let's go over here. We'll paste the teams here. All right, we get rid of this column. We make this a bit bigger. Mr. Carl D, the Trailblazers, looking for some Lillard. Mr. Phil, your first break with us. What a big team to land. The Bucks, looking for some Brogdon. Looking for some Jabari Parker, some Giannis, some Thon Maker. That's a big team. Welcome to 1-0 cards, mate. That's a nice team to have. Tim hit the Bulls. Looking for some, who's over there these days? Not Jordan, but, you know, anyone else on the Bulls there. Mark hit the Spurs. Maybe if I wasn't sick, I'd remember the whole team. Mark P with the Spurs, looking for some Kawhi. Timothy, Mr. Tim, sorry, I said Timothy. Mr. Tim, Thunder, looking for some Westbrook. Zaya hit the Pistons. Tim Y hit the Heat. Purta hit the Hawks. Jeremiah hit the Grizzlies. Tim Y hit the Rockets, looking for some Mr. Harden. BJ hit the Knicks, looking for some Porzingis. Lakers Nation hit the Golden State Warriors, the champs. Fozzie hit the Pacers. I'm hoping I get something for you, my friend, because that is a tough mountain to climb with the Pacers. I wish I would have got you something better, my friend, but maybe you can trade them off. Maybe you can sell them off even if you want to. Hanjo hit the Suns, mate. You lucky man. Looking for some Booker. Disco hit the Kings. Disco hit the Kings, some Isaiah maybe. Birchies hit the Raptors and the Jazz, and he's absolutely going to fly to Singapore and find a way to kill me, because I got him not so good teams. Dylan hit the Timberwolves. Wowzers. Timberwolves, Dylan. Mr. Cat. Mr. Wiggins. Mr. Levine. Mr. Chris Dunn. Dylan, Wizards. Beal. Wall. Dylan, Hornets. Dylan, Kemba Walker. Dylan, Mavericks. Trent hit the Nets. Maybe some... who we get there? Maybe it's a tough one. Paul Pierce, maybe. Kevin Garnett. Disco, boom. 76ers. Mr. Ben Simmons, Allen Iverson. Big one. Big one if we hit a Simmons. Lee hit the Cavaliers, looking for some Kyrie, some Kay Fedler, some LeBron maybe. Mark P with the Pelicans, looking for some Davis. Robert hit the Clippers. Chris Paul maybe. Matt with the Magic. Mark P with the Lakers. Mr. Ingram. Mr. Kobe. Mr. all those people. Mr. Shaq sometimes. Jeremiah hit the Celtics, some Jaylen Brown, maybe some Larry Bird. Sandy with the Nuggets, Mr. Jamal Murray. So a bit of a spread there. A few people will not like me too much. Maybe like Mr. Fozzie, maybe like Mr. Birchies with the 5 S's. Maybe he should let me pick his spots next time. I don't know. He's having a bit of a rough trot. Maybe it's my fault. I'm very sorry. But that was the magic button pulling not a rabbit out of the hat for those people. But like I said, you never know. You never know. Maybe, just maybe, you could get a 1 of 1 in any one of those teams, and then nothing else matters because it has happened before. So you never know. Pacers have the Paul George, of course. Jazz have Stockton, Malone, Raptors, DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry. But I know it's not the teams that these people expected or wanted. So, look, I tried my best, people. Some people will be happy, some people won't, but that's how it goes. That's the gods of randomization. So tomorrow is going to be a big night. We are busting the case. We are busting the select case 16-17. You guys have a good night, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, have a good morning, have a good lunchtime, have a good tea time if you're in the UK. I will see you guys tomorrow. Get some sleep if you can. Some people won't be able to sleep. Some people will sleep very easily. But I'm going to pull some mojo for you guys tomorrow. Looking forward to it. I'll probably be at 2% feeling better tomorrow. But the show must go on. This has been 1-0 Cards HQ in a live broadcast of the team randomization of Select 16-17. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have fun tonight or in the morning, wherever you are. Tomorrow is the big night. We are going live in the Select 16-17 case break. See you guys tomorrow. Signing out. This is Waldo, your host. I'll be your host tomorrow and forever. See you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.